Pause, everybody. All right, while everybody's here, I'll just do that. Go pee. Live. All right. Just letting Mastodon know it's getting back on. I already posted it to Twitter. Let's see. Let me make this. Where's the window? Make that bigger again. All right, welcome back. I guess 2.5 hours is the point where my computer cannot do it anymore. That's good to know. Maybe I'll get my brother to help me upgrade this thing. I don't know. He knows how to do that shit. You know. Oh, I don't know if you can do it with these MacBooks. All right. Let's see here. All right. So, starting back over on this thing. Biden is likely president over. God damn it. Tape or some shit. Biden is likely president over something that doesn't exist anymore, but no one knows it yet. By Crazy Mountain. Okay, something strange, or something awkward and strange just happened yesterday. I believe we're going to find out in the coming weeks why there's an occupying force in Washington, D.C., as well as Joe Biden probably holds as much power now as he did when he was in the office of president-elect. I don't know how to explain it except Trump is a genius. And will still be sworn in under the Republic in March. I'm thinking this was always the plan. See, that's the thing with QAnon. If it's the plan, whatever happens is the plan. It's a religion. It's a cult. It's this, like I was saying before we crashed, right? This is and nothing can happen. It's like the people who still believe that Heaven's Gate was real, that that the people who died by the mass suicide went onto a spaceship hiding behind a comet. Their souls went up there and they went into space to link back up with T and Doe. It's just this. It's the same shit. Holds him as power as he did now as he did when he was in the office of president-elect. I don't know how to explain it, except Trump is a genius and will still be sworn in the Republic under March. I think it was the plan. I think Trump just separated or dissolved us from the second Constitution due to election fraud, and we're currently seizing land in D.C. Now I looked before the freeze there, and yes, it is sovereign citizen bullshit. And basically the story that I had started telling was in my last apartment. There were some squatters that were there. We had some issues with them, but we eventually found some common ground, which was hating our common enemy, the landlord. And, you know, the matriarch of the family was the squatters, especially after a certain point, were, you know, a family, and they were taking up, you know, a lot of the building. The matriarch of the family said that she had a case pending against the landlord in the Universal World Court of Justice. And, you know, I immediately was like, sovereign citizen shit. Sovereign citizen shit. And when you search for it, International Court of Justice is what comes up, because that is real. And there we go. This GIF background really screams legit. I know. And, you know, the Confo Rents call that they had. They've already had their Confo Rents call for this year. That's crazy. On this date, June 28th, 2010, Dr. Hendo I.L. Henderson was firmly seated in the position of Chief Ad Hoc Judge of the Universal World Court. 5, being grace in God Yahweh's eyes, comes forth today in full force for the righteous people of the world. Grace and freedom is at your door. The world itself is in mass chaos, as the judgment of Yahweh is falling across this planet. The destruction of the wicked and the actual cleansing of the planet is coming from one and only one, Yahweh himself. The woes are falling and the plagues are manifesting as we speak. The terror on the wicked stated in the entire book of Revelation is coming at you, and no one can stop it. Every knee will bow, and every tongue will confess that Yahweh is God. You cannot hide from him. No, not even by crying for the rocks to fall on you. Jesus Christ. The law from Yahweh has always been in the hands of the house of Judah, and the lawgivers of Judah are here. We have been proven by our blood DNA that we are of the tribe of Judah and descendants of King David. We have reseated lawful judgment and restored back to the people their rights. Justice and judgment are falling now from the hands of Judah. Again, no man can change it, and no man can stop it. Yeah, so basically, they are the black version of sovereign citizens, these squatters. They're Jamaican, of Jamaican descent, Jamaican American. Sovereign civil peoples are what they're called. Yeah, so it's like Black Israelite kind of thing, but like it's Black Israelite Sovsits. But I love. We are the global network and represent all of mankind. We are 7 billion people strong and growing. Okay. We are not a sovereign citizen group or connected to them in any way. The fact that they felt the need to say that kind of says everything that they need to say. Oh, yeah, we're back, me. Yeah, so Wake up your friends with the Global Network new YouTube channel Call of Noah. Oh, buddy. Oh, we gotta watch that. Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah, like, this is Blood Moon. I love it. I love it. I love everything about this. So, oh, there we go. Anti-Semitism. There we go. Khazarian Jews are not the seed of Abraham. Yep, anti-Semitism. It was basically guaranteed. Yeah. So this is the black version of sovereign citizens. Uh, sovereign civil people's rights. You know, their we are not a sovereign citizen group or connected to them in any way. T-shirt uh, should answer your question. Or what is that fucking tweet? I don't know. Anyway, you know the tweet. Yeah. So the squatters in my old building were this thing. And that was the tangent. Anyway, back to the copium mines. All right, let me leave that tab open because I do want to see their YouTube channel. I am very curious about that. I do want to revisit that. Let me make sure to okay, it's muted already. Good, because it does autoplay music. When you have a page with this weird Christian aesthetic, old timey CSS, it's basically 100% racist Christians. Absolutely, yeah. I don't know if you were, because when you said we're back, I'd already been talking. I don't know if you were back in yet at that point, but like when I read the page about the seating of the World Universal Chief Ad Hoc Judge, so basically this SovSit, oh, not SovSit, sorry, they're not affiliated with them in any way. Sovereign Civil Peoples. They have, yeah, you just heard me say, great. So, the squatters in my old building, the matriarch of the family said that she had a case against the landlord with the Universal World Court of Justice. And, me and my roommate obviously had to pretend that what she had said was not obviously ridiculous. And I had to, remember it. I was just repeating it to myself in my head so I could remember the exact phrase so I could Google it when I got upstairs. And it didn't fucking disappoint. I love the blue on blue. I love the gif of waves. I love that basically this man has declared himself Chief Justice of the world. I love that his name is Dr. Hendo Henderson, because that is an incredible name. I kind of love everything about this. I love that they have already had their conference call this year. It's a truly incredible thing that is happening. So it's a lot of things happening. So back to the copium mines. God, there's a fucking mosquito in my room, and it got me. It got me right on the back. That little motherfucker. Global warming. Mosquitoes still around. It's fucking brick outside, but the temperature is not consistently enough brick that mosquitoes die for the year anymore, ever. Okay, so where was I? Yes. Trump is a genius and will be sworn in under the Republican March. I'm thinking this was always the plan, because of course it was. Yes, Trump dissolved from the second constitution, which is a SovSit thing. Due to election fraud, we are currently seizing the land, DC. This is just my theory. Biden is literally president over something that doesn't exist anymore, or something that is being seized, but no one knows it yet, and America is conquering it with the occupying force. I believe Q was trying to warn us that the military had to take control of DC in order to do this. America has no president, but no one, including world leaders, realized this. The military will swear in a president in March. President Trump. LOL. LOL fucking indeed. Jesus Christ. I don't believe the military is performing any military tribunals or anything. I could be wrong. There's a reason why they check IDs both ways of the DC border. It's foreign land or something weird. Maybe the elites can't leave DC and will get military tribunals. I don't know. Last thought, watch to see if the military generals brief Biden admin or takes any orders from him. If they don't, this could be what happened. Don't believe the lying media. They'll claim treason if someone isn't listening to him, but in reality, Joe Biden is likely not president. Don't give up. Something is going on that we don't clearly understand. Well, that's the fucking understatement of the year, isn't it? But I'm sure Trump will get a second term. Another way to put it is, pretty sure Biden is LARPing as president of the United States, so he's actually president of a small area in D.C. that controlled the United States. Once cheating was proven on January 7th, the D.C. area of the square mile that controlled the United States broke the contract with the United States due to an executive order Trump wrote in 2018. Troops were brought in to seize the land, as also in the EO, because it's separate from the United States. So the military is occupying that small land as placed under martial law. So the United States has no president right now. That fulfills Dana Coverstone's one dream of troops in D.C. and no president in the White House. After a certain amount of time, I don't know the time, the land belongs to the United States, but I don't think the National Guard realize it. But this definitely explains why we have an occupying force in D.C. Q pointed us to 11-3 as the first marker. It's located here. It's happening. What? What? Law War Manual. 1,204 pages, nigga. Nah. I hate when conspiracy theorists do that shit, where they like give you a huge document or point at like the homepage of a website and just go like, it's on there. You know, not reading all that. 1,204 pages? Fuck that shit. Edit 2. If this is true, no one knows this. So it's likely mostly everyone except military will follow his orders because they don't know any better. Great. True. Absolutely. 100%. Nailed it. No notes. So many things that don't add up for me. Military barricade in D.C. Inauguration played in Spain 11 hours earlier than the live broadcast. I don't think that it did. Strange interaction between Field Marshal and Pelosi. Less than celebratory behavior of those of the inauguration. Well, gold fringe. Yes. Oh, gold fringe. Yeah, so the gold fringe thing is a sovereign citizen thing where they think that there's something with gold fringe on the flag, and like one of the, I'm just gonna look it up. Like one version means martial law and one doesn't. Gold fringe designates, yeah, it's tax protest conspiracy arguments, which is like, oh, you're reacting to the Spain thing. Okay, yeah. Yeah, the chat is delayed. Okay. Alright. Background of the window of the Oval Office does not have a parking lot. Motherfucker. The weather being different in DC yesterday. Yeah, so like, they're all like, oh, the inauguration didn't really happen. Like, they're they faked the moon landing, but it's the why? To what end? To what end would they fake it? And also, DC is a city. People live there. It's not like the moon. The moon landing would be easier to fake because there's nobody there to corroborate the story. Like, we didn't even have unmanned ships and satellites, and space telescopes and whatever to take pictures, telescopes of that high resolution and whatever to take that kind of pictures, to confirm what was left behind on the moon until years later. So that would be easier to fake than something happening in the middle of fucking DC on a Wednesday. Like, Biden got dissed by the military. He isn't allowed in NSA. He was not given the nuclear football and not allowed to fly in Air Force One. He had to take a normal flight. We saw. Well, he had to take a normal flight because he wasn't the president yet, first of fucking all. And we also saw him get the nuclear football. It was live on television. We saw the guys go and give it to him. That shit, we saw it on TV yesterday. Some countries do know. France congratulated Trump today because they figured it out and Russia knew already. Trump will be sworn in March for the new U.S. Republic, and the U.S. corporation no longer exists. As of midnight on the 28th, the military is officially in charge of the U.S., and they will show election fraud and make all the arrests. That is why many were deputized. Then they inform the U.S. through EBS of what has happened and either have Trump sworn in or have another election. Yeah, like, absolute ridiculous nonsense. Vegas ain't paying out on bets to the POTUS race until March 5th. No, that's probably just, yeah. I can find no information about a March 5th Vegas wager payout except a meme tweet going around. Yeah, because it's probably bullshit. Okay, so we've seen the COPIUM mines. I think it's probably going to be a lot more shit like that. I stand guard, ready to deport. Yeah. Yeah, they're all. What? Okay, okay. I'm not gonna fall down this rabbit hole anymore. That's just stupid. It's stupid. It's stupid is what it is. It's dumb. Okay. Um. Global network update conference. Oh, right. Yes, the YouTube thing. That's what I was looking for. Do they have a link on here? Because I do want to see what their videos are like. I think that's very important to do. Probably very anti-Semitic. Oh, the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Let's see what this is. It is 8 pages. So, god damn. Yeah, there's a lot. I'll read some of it. Preamble. Whereas recognition of the inherent dignity and of the equal and inalienable rights of all members of the human family is the foundation of freedom, justice, and peace in the world. Whereas disregard and contempt for human rights have resulted in... Oh, is it? Yes. Great. Good. Thank you for letting me know. Yeah, I'll zoom in when there's something actually that is important. That's just the UN thing. I'm not gonna bother with it. Where's the goddamn YouTube? I love how they don't have a link. They have one somewhere on here. Call of Noah YouTube. Nope. Let's see. I'm putting quotes. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, oh shit. My foot got caught up in cable. Okay, we good. All right, good. All right, I'm gonna let Twitter know, and I'll just do it on my phone. I'm gonna let Twitter know, and Mastodon that we are doing this Black Sob sit thing. The Electoral College vote scam. The plot to reduce. Oh, fuck, dude. Ah. Oh, what do I want to watch? What do we want to watch? What do we want to watch? Fuck. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I don't want to watch this one. This one seems like it's gonna be bad. The plot, the plot to reduce the population and destroy mankind, or the Electoral College vote scam, both seem incredible. Um, I think we're just gonna be doing this for a while. I think this is just gonna be good. Fuck. Okay.
Greetings, rise and shine, family. Once again, I am your host, that voice in the wilderness, here to bring you a message of love, truth, peace, freedom, and justice to those who have ears
Yeah.
to
I'm gonna
hear
my Rex review.
and eyes to see, who are of one mind, one heart, and one spirit. Today's video deals with the truth about electoral votes. Allow me to take the time to show the results of the so-called electoral votes of the presidential election that made Joe Biden president over Donald Trump.
Okay. So I don't know what's gonna happen here. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Is it gonna be, is it gonna be like, is this gonna be? Are they pro Trump or are they pro nobody? Like, is this gonna be somewhat accurate? Are they gonna talk about the history of the Electoral College, or is this gonna be complete nonsense? I don't know what's gonna happen here. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited for this. This is gonna be ridiculous. I love it. Oh, I'm so excited.
Take the time to ponder on these numbers as you learn the truth about electoral college votes here on the Call of Noah.
This is absolutely incredible.
Now, without further ado, Dr. Hindu I.L. Henderson with his beloved host, Shelley Bowling.
Dr. Hendo Henderson, baby.
Right now we have people here in the U.S. in political offices, some of them coming from areas that you would not necessarily expect to hear from, especially speaking up and encouraging President Trump, because they appear to be coming from the opposite side of the political aisle, if you want to say that. Tulsi Gabbard happens to be a representative to the House out of Hawaii. She was also military, for those of you that may be remembering her.
Off to an incredible start.
And, of course, coming out of Hawaii, pretty much, if she was going to run for office, she'd have to run for political office as a Democrat, because pretty much that's all Hawaii has. But she has been encouraging President Donald Trump, as he's been pardoning people, to also pardon Edward Snowden and Julian Assange. And she has brought out the truth regarding how they were true whistleblowers, bringing the truth to the world of the corruption and the perversion involved within the political system of what is commonly known, if you still want to call it that, of the United States of America. Now, there's laws that have been passed in the U.S. to protect whistleblowers, but that also does not protect those known as informants. There's a huge difference between those that are bringing forth the truth transparently for the world to see of the corruption, and those that are using and abusing and manipulating for self-benefit.
Not friends. What the fuck is she talking about? Whistleblowers, yeah. She sounds like a teacher from the South. I figured when I started that sentence that I'd have a joke by the end, but I didn't. It's gonna be real. Just gonna be honest. All right.
So I want to thank Miss Gabbard